All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of a Gamers Mic podcast. And here we have with me JuztStaTic to my side. How's it going, man?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Doing good. Hey, this is one time we're not playing 2K or Call of Duty right now. We're finally have 30 minutes to spare just to shoot the shit. But
Absolutely.
glad to have you on, man. I know also our 2K crew. I'm gonna get Sam on. We've already seen Blaze. We've already seen Bunk. So I want to get the whole 2K crew in. But anyway, let's get straight into it. I ask all my guests this. So my very first question to everybody is, how did you get started gaming?
So this is gonna be a really bad one. Early at my age. I was born in '95, but I picked up Duck Hunt back on the old Super Nintendo and all that. So I started fiddling around with Duck Hunt. Moved on to the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. Started kind of going mobile with it. Finally sat down on the N64. Started playing, Pokemon Coliseum and GoldenEye, the classics. Didn't pick up a multiplayer game until 2007. My brother let me play Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4, the original Modern Warfare.
Well, that's some good ones to start for multiplayer. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he finally I was jumping in. I was playing with him and his friends. He basically said, "Hey, you're better than me. Take my Xbox."
He just quit. He just quit.
Yeah, he literally stopped playing. He picked up World of Warcraft. I took his Xbox, got my own account, and started just grinding levels away. And
so he switched to PC quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he let you have the console. He went to PC.
Yeah, because his friends were like, "Hey, this isn't much fun anymore." So we so like I said, I took the 360 and I went straight into Call of Duty and Halo, and I ain't looked back since.
Yeah. You gotta love the classics, at least for our generation. Everyone says it's COD 4 or Halo. It was one of those two who you jumped on one aboard. You were either a Call of Duty person or a Halo person. Around our middle school days. Yeah. But I got some rapid fire questions for you. So I'll ask these questions. You don't have to answer them. Just answer them as fast as you can. Obviously, if you can say pass, and we'll come back to it if needed. So are you ready?
I got you. Let's go.
Rapid fire. All right. Favorite all-time system?
Xbox.
Favorite all-time game?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
That's a good one. What game were you best at?
Halo 3, but as I got older, Call of Duty, and then so forth.
Yeah. What do you have to have while gaming? Like for me, it is like I have to have a drink always beside me when I'm gaming. What is it for you?
So same thing. I always have water with me.
Nice.
But I mean, between that, man, I like to have friends. Always talking to somebody just helps me, focus more.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing solo, but friends is always a big thing.
We'll go back to that because I kind of want to touch up on that. But most underrated game.
Most pass. We'll come back.
All right. I gotta think about that. That's it. That is probably the hardest question in this one. What's your favorite part about Xbox Live?
Again, party chats, but also, I mean, just the overall worldwide playing with people. Meeting people from everywhere around is something special that you can't really put anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite gun in the new COD?
The SVT-40.
SVT-40. Okay, I might have to pick that one up. I don't even know if I've unlocked it yet. I'm still on the STG right now.
level 27 single shot, man. I've always been a single shot kind of kid.
Favorite game as a kid?
So Halo 3 and Guitar Hero 3.
Oh yeah. Classic Guitar Hero. What's something new that you've been into lately? Any kind of like new hobby you pick up?
I mean, this is the first time I've ever actually experienced 2K with a group. So actually like grinding and leveling 2K with a group has been something that I've always wanted to do, and now that I'm actually doing it with you guys, it's definitely something special to my heart.
Yeah, man. I feel like every game with a crew, if you have like something like a weekly basis of somewhere. By the way, the questions are over. You're good on the
Oh,
rapid
no, you're
fire.
good.
We'll go back and talk about it more. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like if you have that group of people, same group of people that you kind of see every day, you're not even see, but like we said, the camaraderie of Xbox Live, how it is.
Yeah.
We hop on every night, play some 2K, play some Rocket League, whatever it is. But it's just having people that enjoy the same shit and
Yeah.
do the thing.
So it's something about just the laughter and
Mhm.
like constant conversation while you're playing.
Yeah,
It's
and
kind of just like
I feel like it also just take away all the stuff that we had going on during our work day. We don't really want to think about that stuff. Just hop on, shoot some shit with your friends. You feel like you're back in school again. Just cutting up and having a good time. So yeah,
yeah,
that's why I think that's the Xbox Live kind of question. Like I think everyone thinks the same thing of just having people just when you can come home to you can still be with a group of friends and
it's like
keep your mental health fine.
Yeah, see, like a lot of it for me is like it's an escape from reality.
Right.
I get to play as somebody else, but at the same time, I get to put my personality into it. That's not my work personality, and I can actually like
Right.
be myself around people that will genuinely like they won't care if I'm myself.
Right. Yeah, I got you. We'll go back to the one that you passed up. Most underrated game.
So this is a PlayStation game. That probably got. I mean, a lot of people played it, but honestly, even I played the remaster too. But Spyro.
Yeah, that was mine. I picked that too.
Spyro is so underrated. Between that and Crash Bandicoot, those
Yep.
two were highly underrated and super fun.
I think I still have it like in reach. Also, here's another nostalgic one. I bet people still. It's not underrated though. Everyone loves it. Boom. Backyard baseball, bro.
Dude,
But,
Pablo.
Pablo Sanchez.
Pablo
Yeah,
was a tank.
And then obviously your game, my game.
Absolutely.
I love
Spyro.
You gotta have Spyro, man. I love that.
Between that, man, Need for Speed Undercover. That's another one. Back on the PSP.
Did you play Hot Pursuit 2 on PlayStation 2?
I did.
The one with a yellow Lamborghini on it?
Yeah.
Do you know they remastered that?
I did. I seen it, and I'm still not gonna buy it because it just doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't, but me, Bunk, and Blaze have played it. It is fun, dude. I will say that. Yeah, it's definitely not the same, obviously, because I think our preferences change for games and stuff. Like what's new now is kind of different. But it's still fun to go back and play it. It's just like all those N64 games you hop on, play some Mario Tennis with your buddy. Like I love that shit.
All right, Mario Kart.
I would love for
10
them
out
to
of
bring
10.
back. I would love for them to bring that back. Just
Mario
like
Tennis.
yeah, and I guess they kind of did for the Mario Kart and everything. That's still a big. But I kind of wish somehow we could get it on Xbox and PlayStation and that will probably never happen just because of the buying the rights and stuff.
The day that Nintendo gives up every right that they have.
Yeah, whenever Xbox or Microsoft or Sony buys them out, but I don't think that's happening. Nintendo looks pretty good.
Not
if anything,
soon.
they might buy them out. I don't know. Yeah, not
anytime soon. Yeah.
But going back to it, I'm trying to think what one that I really wanted to talk about. But anyway, I mean, let's talk about streaming because you said you were kind of into streaming. You just never really got into it yet.
So I picked up streaming probably Black Ops 3.
Mm-hmm.
I had set up my Elgato. I was running everything, a couple games of Surge here and there. I was just having a lot of technical issues.
Yeah.
Now that I've upgraded my computer, I definitely want to get back out there and definitely try again. I have a keen sense. I mean, I'm not like the funniest. I'm not like the best looking person, but at the same time,
I think you're pretty funny. We be talking. We talk a lot of crap when I'm even streaming and stuff. And I mean, you can ask Bunk. He's laughing his ass off half the time when we're gaming. So,
yeah, but
I think we're all pretty funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It's that us 5, man. It's like a 10 out of 10 funny. But between that and like I said, I know I got the gameplay for it. I've got plenty of people telling me I should stream to play show people what I got. It's just one of those
Right.
things where working 40 to 50 hours a week and then trying to grind 3 to 4 hours on a Twitch stream, it takes a lot out of you. But at the same time, like my goal in life that I've had for probably the last, at least I think about 2017, was to be a full-time content creator.
Mm-hmm.
I just know everything takes time.
Yep.
I'm almost 30, but at the same time, like I still want to do it.
Right. Well, I mean, we talked about this even before the podcast. I mean, you just gotta hop in, even though it might not feel right. As in, you might not be comfortable doing it. Obviously, that just comes with turning it on, and you're fine. But also, I'm with you. Like, if I'm streaming, I want to give my all for those 2 to 3 hours. And a lot of times, if I get home, I'm not feeling it. I'm just trying to chill, relax, throw the lights off, and just, not really just game. Like you said, kind of just escape reality. And, sometimes that you need that rather than to stream and then kind of, you have to entertain mostly. So it kind of takes out, it takes a lot of energy to do that. So for those who do the 8-hour streams and stuff, like I never have understood, well, I've understood it because I've done that before, but it will burn you out because you can't be your like entertainment self for 8 hours straight. Like that's pretty tough.
But that's what the other thing I was telling you about, because I know where you were talking about where you wanted to go back to, because you said what do you always need next to you when you're gaming?
Right.
Like I told you, friends.
Yep.
If you watch these guys, they play 8 hours, 9 hours with friends.
With a group, right?
Either it's 2 or 3 or just one other person, but it's something that same thing that we do. We could sit here and play 2K till 3 in the morning,
right? Because
we're making each other laugh, we're having a good time. So that's where the time just kind of passes by because you got people that are helping, kind of take your mind off of the game, while also you're focusing on it. If that makes any sense to you.
Yeah. And going back to that also. For me, I mean, I said my drink, but I can name multiple. I mean, I'm trying to think who said that. I think Demetrius D came on and said his was music, and I'm with him on that. Like if I'm playing something like Rocket League, throw on some tunes, I'm good. I don't even 2K. I'm the same way with 2K. Sometimes that burns me whenever the shot clocks are winding down, and everybody's like, "What are you doing? Pass or shoot?" And so sometimes you can't do that. Obviously, can't do it with Call of Duty and all that.
You can't, but
no,
I'll be over here playing Search and Destroy with music blasting in my ears.
Blasting, you're not even sound. Yeah,
it doesn't affect me.
True. I'm trying to think what. Oh, Halo is out now, right?
Yep, Halo multiplayer, the free one is out. Just released yesterday, actually.
Now, have you got a chance to play that?
Nope, I downloaded it today while I was at work.
We will be playing that after the podcast.
I was going to say, I definitely was planning on hopping on that with you guys.
The reason why I'm asking is because I want to know about it. I posted it on Instagram today. I was asking what everybody's playing. Was it, and so most people said Vanguard, but also a lot of people also said, Halo as well, but Battlefield. And I know you've played Battlefield. You want to give me your thoughts on that? Because I've heard you didn't have the best take on it, but I've heard good and bad about it.
So I have played Battlefield since Battlefield 2 Bad Company on the 360 back in like 2007, 2008. I've always been a Battlefield kid.
Great
I
series.
love Battlefield. I will put Battlefield over Call of Duty in my head every single day. Now, granted, I may enjoy it if I actually sat down and probably played it a little bit more. But as of right now, the game is just not where it should be. Like, it should have been probably pulled back a little bit and released a little bit later. Now, granted, the full release isn't till this Friday. Now, I know it's like a trial error that's going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got.
But still, how big of a change is it going to be till Friday? Like they're probably not going to fix everything.
No, but I mean, the maps are on this one. Like the maps are significantly bigger. I mean, I was at one spawn point. The other, like from F to A, it was 1,400 meters. Like, and if I don't have a vehicle, dude, I'm not trying to run that.
No.
But
might as well just throw an auto sprint and then check your phone, check
back
your Instagram.
10 minutes later. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I say, it's just the spawning is not good. Sound quality is kind of bad because I've been killed from behind. I mean, I got killed from a tank from behind. I didn't even hear the tank behind me.
Is it because you're blasting music?
No, absolutely no. I actually had full sound on that one. But I don't know, man. It's just like I said. Hopefully, they can just fix some of the spawn repoints. I mean, you got videos out on the internet right now that I've seen. I mean, people are flying. What are those? Like the hover boats, you know, that people with the
Oh yeah,
giant
yeah.
propellers on the back.
Hmm.
People are driving those up buildings right now
Oh shit.
without
So
issues.
it's just bugs.
Yeah,
There's just
that
a lot of just glitchy shit.
Shroud dropped out. Yeah, Shroud dropped a video. He ran a jet into 7 different buildings, didn't blow up once. Um, like the theme to Battlefield was
Oh
destroyable
man.
buildings.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
like, and this isn't there. I haven't seen one destroyable building yet.
Wow. So I watched a little bit of it, not much. It looked cool. But yeah, I didn't see like I saw. I think I was watching Courage. He was in a city map. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
And I didn't see any collapsible buildings either. So I thought, that'd be so sick if you see one of those huge buildings, start coming
Yeah.
down and all that. By the end of the map, everyone, all the buildings should be down.
Yeah, like I said, there's that. When I was playing the trial the other day, I tried to drive a tank through a building, and it just put me through the door. Like that's just like I said. As of right now, Vanguard has more destroyable stuff in buildings than Battlefield
That's
does.
true. That is true. They've added. I will say, I've enjoyed the new COD, and I can't really say too much because I don't know. I'm a low level right now. I'm not. I haven't played too many hours on it, but
Yeah.
man, I every single game I've been enjoying it even better. And usually within the past few years with COD, that has not been the case. I mean, where do you stand on the new COD compared to like where it's been and stuff? Like at least we got boots on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. There's things I love and there's things I hate about it. Some of the things that I hate are everything that's collapsible. Because I mean, I'm getting killed from just little cracks in the wall like this big that I can't see them, but they can see me perfectly fine. Between that though, I'd say this is probably the top Call of Duty I've seen since I'd probably say Call of Duty 4 remastered.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Modern Warfare a lot. I'll take that back. I did enjoy Modern Warfare
That's true.
a lot.
Modern Warfare wasn't bad. I actually went back and listened to one of the podcasts that we did. Like that's how long it's been since I've uploaded. But yeah, and I remember hearing myself talk. I'm like, I actually really enjoyed this Modern Warfare Call of Duty.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I enjoyed that one. I think that was the last like good one made.
There's a lot of things. Like even with Warzone, when Warzone first came out, I played it for like the first month. Absolutely hated it. Couldn't get more than a kill.
Yeah.
Couldn't. I felt like none of my guns were doing anything. So I stuck to multiplayer. Went back, revisited it with a few friends. And then I started getting like 5-10 kills a round, and I was like, okay, no, this is actually something I can enjoy.
That's a game that I have to play with friends. It like.
Call absolutely! You cannot play that game solo.
Ooh, I can't play that solo. Like, I can play 2K solo, and I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Too bad. I'm not a person who likes to play anything solo, but I could play 2K solo to rank up my guy and stuff. But like playing Call of Duty alone just doesn't feel right. Like I feel like I have to have at least one person with me.
Yeah, it's just like I said, the same thing you were saying though. Someone just to shoot shit with, literally.
Yeah. You need like a talking buddy.
Yeah, because Call of Duty. I mean, you'll be here, you'll be at low because you're out of work, you're having a great time, and then Call of Duty puts you like up here, and it's over. It's over from there.
That's true.
There's no turning back.
Well, anything you want to cover? Anything you want to talk about yourself?
Oh God, about myself, I don't know about that one.
What, dude? I mean, you're the man.
Nah. I get that, man. But I want to. Go back through the rapid questions, man. Answer them yourself. I'm curious. I want to know what you have.
Let's see.
Like, what got you into gaming? What was the first game that you played? What's your favorite game?
My favorite game. Oh man, I've done this on an episode. I don't even remember my answers. And plus, things changed. Like I know my favorite game as a kid. That's a tough one too, because Spyro was one of my favorites to play alone. Obviously, Spyro's solo. But if I had, someone to play with, depending. If I'm a kid, is that middle school? Because I love COD 4. When I first, started playing Call of Duty into the Xbox Live world, I mean, that just opened up my... And Bobby got me into just straight up multiplayer. I've always been a gamer my whole life, ever since PlayStation 1. So, like, ever since then, I've always played games. I've traded with Jay Bunk and Blaze all the time because I was next door neighbors to them. So we would just trade games. literally every day. Like it would be a they have a game I would want, and I haven't played in a while, and we just exchange. It was a really good. It was like GameStop. I have a GameStop right next door, so I got to trade games for free, and they would buy games that I would possibly want, but I'm like, well, they got the game. I'll just borrow it from them.
Yeah,
So
I'll
it's kind of like a file
try
share.
it real quick.
Yeah, but
Now I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Because I know my answer. But all right, it's a pick between 3 games. Okay, it's gonna be tough. All right. MVP baseball 2005.
Okay, classic.
NFL 2K. I think it was
2K5.
Yeah, with Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
Yep. Or what was the other one? Madden I think it was 07 with Vic on the cover.
04.
Whichever
04
one.
was Vic.
Yeah.
But
if you had to pick one, if you had to pick one to play, like, because this would have been PS2 days, so like one that you just got home and just wanted to play, which one would you have chose?
I look forward to Madden every year, but if I got ESPN that day, I wouldn't know how great it was.
Yeah.
So if like today, my answer would be ESPN 2K5.
Yeah.
Back then, my answer would be Madden 2004. Just because every Madden I've got since I don't even remember, just back in the day, like low 2000s probably. So yeah, I would say and that game was great too. I mean, they were all great games, but Madden 2004 would be a game I would be the most excited to play. But ESPN 2K5 is takes the cake on that one for sure.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
So I of course I grew up as a big baseball kid, but I did play it. I played almost every Madden. I started on Madden 99 on the 64. I'll put it that's how old I am. That's when I started playing Madden. But once I discovered baseball games, MLB MVP 2005 was my favorite. Yeah. I loved playing Madden as a kid, but I was always too good for people to play against me. So
that's how it was for Madden.
So
I got to the point where I hosted like parties, like Madden parties, and we would all pitch in $5, and I just take but I felt bad, like, so I just didn't do it. I would win and be like, here you go, guys. Like, that's not right. Like, I didn't know you guys were that bad.
I think if you want to talk about that, when I was younger, we used to go on baseball tournaments with my brother, and I would take my GameCube with me, and had an old FIFA game on it. And when I tell you that I beat all 18 of those kids, sitting in a room, I'm 5 years younger than my brother, so he would have been probably 16, 17. I'm over here 12, 11 years old. I mean, just absolutely wiping the floor with these kids.
Yeah.
Like, I felt horrible about it, but at the same time, like, as a kid, you feel so good. Because you're like, dude, I'm so much better than you. But as you get older, you're like, man, this is bad.
Here's a good question. What was your favorite, like, era of gaming? Like, for me, it was, like, the game battle days. Like, whenever game battles was, like, the competitive place to go and rank up, and literally, like, if I heard anybody like say that they were good at Call of Duty back in the day and stuff, I would be like, all right, so what's your GB rank, or you play game battles? And then if they said no, I would be like, all right, I'm not wasting my time. But if someone said yes, I'm like, all right, cool, we get to talk. Because game battles was something where it was like, you are playing the best of the best. You possibly could be playing pros. Like there's been a lot of times where you match up against someone like Fear Moho or Fear Assassin, and everybody's flipping out. You're like, I get to play a pro. I mean, that's just like going, playing baseball, and you get matched up with, Chipper Jones, like my favorite, our player. Isn't he your favorite player?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. So Chipper Jones, and go Braves, by the way. We can talk about that too. But yeah, it's just like mashing up with one of your favorite players and stuff. So game battles was really like close to me. So what was your favorite era of gaming though?
So I mean, growing up, I always wanted to get into GBs, but I never really had like
that.
I feel like people didn't see me as somebody that was good enough to play in them. So
Yeah,
I messed around with.
you gotta get introduced to get into game. Like
Yeah.
that was something for me. Like I didn't know what it was, and then Bobby's some like game battles. Like he gave me the whole breakdown, and I learned it. And no one wanted me at all on the team, but I just got better and better. And eventually, like they would be like, come on, we need one more. And so that's when I got my foot in the door. But yeah,
I ran MLG for a little bit. Back on Modern Warfare 2. I used to do MOG with a few friends. That's how I got the StaTic name. That was our old clan, was the StaTic clan. I kept it with me. I had to. They disbanded, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it with me. So kind of just like a reminder of like.
So
where
how
I
long have
started.
you had that name?
So I changed it a while back. But my old gamer tag, the clan was StaTic. I was StaTic Hellshock. From like 2008 until probably 13. And then
that was just you. Everyone just called you Hellshock.
Yeah, I was like I said, I was Hellshock for a while. But then as I got older, I was like, man, that's kind of lame, right? So then
it's always that like in your head, you're like, damn, I need to change my gamer tag. Like
yeah, man, because and I was like, that's why I was like, and then I realized I remembered probably a few years ago the StaTic clan. It clicked in my head. I was like, you know what, man? I was like, I'm gonna name myself StaTic. So then I was messing around with it. I was like StaTic. I was StaTic, and then I finally just settled down with JuztStaTic.
Yeah.
And
nice.
and it's funny because I've heard a lot of people pronounce my name wrong. They'll be like JuztStaTic or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I can see someone butcher it.
Yeah. So normally what I do with my clan tags in Call of Duty is I'll put "it's" in the front, so it's JuztStaTic. Right. As like a name, as like a because it just rolls off the tongue really nice. But it's just been like I said, it's something that I've always been attached to. But if you had to put me on a favorite error, man, I'm gonna sound like a real bad chum for this one. But 1v1ing on Rust, man, getting those trash talkers to shut up was probably my favorite error.
Dude,
hands
that
down.
was the most toxic. Well, yeah, basically, I would say that was probably one of the most toxic times in Call of Duty, like back then during
absolutely.
The lobbies and stuff. Like it was the wild west back then. Like you don't know what you were gonna hear. Like and it's crazy. Like the parents had no idea. Like you would just be going home. You're like, okay, I'll hop on and play some Call of Duty. They're like, okay, it's just a a game.
It's just
whatever.
It's a shooter.
Dude, are you serious?
You don't know that some 40-year-old dude is teaching you every cuss word in the book at the age of 11.
Oh my God, not even. I feel like kids younger than me, like were just going off. Like I would be learning. Like damn, like you can put that word and that word together.
No, but yeah,
it's wild,
man. Between that and I've always been a sniper. Every gameplay I've ever played, like every Call of Duty, every Battlefield, I am usually the sniper of the team.
On Halo, you would grab the sniper.
Yep, Halo. Yep. I was either that or the energy sword, man, or the gravity hammer. You can't go wrong with the
anywhere
gravity
close.
Hammer. Yeah, it's just sitting in a corner waiting for 4 people to walk by. Nah, but so that's where I've kind of also gained a lot of my respect was sniping. I wasn't one of those guys that was doing like sleight of hand pro where you could aim in faster. I was running around with Marathon Pro. I was doing slow quick scoping just so that I had a challenge against people, and that's where I just had so much fun getting on and just 1v1ing people.
I spent so long working on a montage, and I had so many clips, and I was about to make one of the best montages. Obviously, back then in my head, it was going to be the best ever. And I did it for COD 4. I'm pretty sure. I think it was COD 4, where I might have mixed all the games together. But
you want to know something funny? You want to talk about a montage? You remember Alex Shobe?
Oh yeah.
Me and him have a Call of Duty 5 montage on YouTube on the Wii.
We'll put the link down.
Dude, I'll give it to you. I don't care. I'll search it right now, dude. It is the funniest thing. I remembered it the other day. Me and him used to make montages. We would set up his laptop underneath his TV, and it would aim up at the TV, and we would just be playing. Oh
wow, that's some.
We'd be no scoping, quick scoping, anything we possibly could. We would be.
Dude, it's so funny. Like back then, like what you would do to still post videos on YouTube. Like I also had a camera, and I would have that thing just set up perfectly zoomed in on the TV. Like that was our capture card.
Yeah.
It was a freaking camera that you hit record and it could only take 30-second videos. Like you better hit your shot during that. But no, when I used the Dazzle DVC 100, one of the very first capture cards that came out.
Yeah.
And I had the best montage ready, all the clips loaded, and then my computer just completely shit the bed. I lost everything because I reset it, and I didn't think about it obviously until it was done, and I was just like, oh my god, never again. And I made other montages like throwing knife montages, and it wasn't just the regular throwing knife during pub games or anything. It was like, let's go on Karachi. I'm gonna throw this knife across the map. I would have a buddy with me, and I'd be like, where did that land? And he would stand right where it was, and so I would just keep throwing it until I hit him. And just have a cool, it would hit off of 4 things, and then hit him right in the chest or something.
Oh no, yeah, no, I definitely, like I said, like if we probably had the the things that Xbox can do now with the record that,
right,
like
what kids
10 years ago.
Yeah,
like 10 years ago, if we would have had that, oh my god, dude, I would have so many like just montages of just 360s, throwing knives.
If you are around that age, if you're in middle school right now, and you love Call of Duty, you want to, dude, make videos. It is fun always to go back and look at the old stuff you post. Like I always go back to my my oldest videos and just love to see like what I made back then, and why obviously how far I've come now, and see what different content you post and stuff.
Yeah. No, I know, man. It's that's what I'm saying, man. It's when I love, I'm seriously, I have it playing like on my next screen over. It's hilarious, man. Just seeing, because we used to use.
I'll have you send that link, and we'll drop it down for the audience.
I mean, like I said, this is 2009, man, and it's just like sitting there, just no scoping on the Wii, but man, it was such a fun time. But yeah, like I said, it's one of those things. I've always just, you're looking back at it, you're like, man, where'd the time go?
So here's one more question before we go. I know we're around 30-minute mark. Cut that kind of close. So, I know you said you possibly getting back into streaming. I would love to see you stream. Obviously I'd send all my followers to you. But if you go anywhere, are you going to go to Twitch, YouTube, going to do both? What is it, or have you not decided?
So probably, my plan was always Twitch. That's where that's where I started. I got maybe like, I don't know, like 9-10 followers on there. But I'll probably be on Twitch. It'll be JuztStaTic, same thing as here. Just gotta get the Elgato set back up on the Xbox, man, and I think I'll be ready to go. I'll probably do. Nice. I know a lot of things with like gaining a boosting in this world nowadays is YouTube as well. So it'll probably be one of those things where it's like either like compilation clips or, just gameplay, like the best gameplay that I have that night. Right. Just something kind of to help me grow. But for the most part, I'll be over on Twitch if you guys want to come check it out.
Nice. So possibly both. And yeah, man, go follow JuztStaTic on Twitch or wherever he is. We'll drop the link down. Even in the future, we'll come back and drop the link down in the video where he's currently at. So that's it for episode 11 of a Gamer's Mic podcast. Thanks for coming on, JuztStaTic.
Hey, man, I appreciate it so much.
All right, guys, we'll probably have them back on. Obviously, I say that to all my guests because, they're my boys. So anyway, possibly next week or later on, we're going to see possibly Mr. Menace. Yeah. I want to see it on.
Gotta have Menace,
get the
man.
2K crew. And what we also will probably cover some more 2K in that episode. Obviously, Static's our boy, man. If we need him at the, being a big man shooting, if we need him on the shooting, we have fun on 2K. So follow us also Twitch, YouTube, wherever you want. You're going to find, obviously, him and my party, and we're going to be playing, obviously, shooting some shit and just having a good time. So anyway, that's it. Gamers Mic Podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.